Alright, I am back. I also don't know how much longer I'm gonna go here. Because on the timer we're at 49 minutes, which probably means in an actual video, we're probably into part 2 at this point in time. So I'm probably gonna go another 15 to 30 minutes tops, which will be slightly longer than I want to target for an episode time. But the point is, I want to balance a combination of bodily needs versus, you know, content versus taking a break. Sidebar, I've really been into, let's see, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, I think that's the title. I know Teenage Exocolonist is in it, and I just don't remember if it's my life as a teenage exocolonist or I was a teenage exocolonist. The point is, Teenage Exocolonist, really good game. Fantastic, been playing it a lot. Okay, I'm picking up what this puzzle wants me to do. There's immediately a rusty gear right here. That's not the correct button. Yeah, you want me to use the Rust Blaster on this.
All right.
Okay, so that's one thing broken. There's a missing screw there. Oh.
Oh.
Stuck, huh? Okay, so I need to probably turn this the other way. Okay, we're gonna just turn this... Oh. I can't turn it the other way, which means I guess the only thing to do is just to open it back up and try to extract the screw normally. Are you going to retain... Yes, you are going to retain the fact that I rust blasted already. Let's see, I can already tell... Do I need to remove the tight screw? No. Okay, also the fact, let's see what kind. This is a flathead screwdriver. Oh no, don't do that to me, game. Alright, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, we need to go clockwise, and I keep pushing the wrong button because right bumper is R, not the trigger. Okay, yep. Okay, so that's good. And clearly I know this is missing. Do I need to turn... How do I turn the other way? How do I turn the other way? Wait. Aha! I don't know where the bug repellent is going to come into play, though. Yep, here we go. Use the screw in the slot. Use my flathead screwdriver in the thing. And just, you know, tap right bumper a few times.
Yeah.
I am still wondering, is there anything else that I can interact with on the inside? Just to be thorough. No, I think that's pretty much it. I think we can now turn the thing, wind the spring. Just really wind it up there. How many times do I need to turn it?
All right.
That many times.
That's it! You fixed it!
This is a really pretty song.
The song's great and all, but I'm just glad it's fixed.
Yeah, so when she walks in and realizes that it's playing, you're gonna have to own up to the fact that we thought it was broken and tested it.
All that panicking was no good for my skin.
Okay, maybe you don't have to own up to that, but you do have to come up with a really good excuse
Here,
as to why
you
we're
can have
listening
these
to your
tools
music
back.
box. And also have tools.
Enough already.
Oh no.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh no.
What do you think happened?
Huh? Does this open?
Oh, it's a drawer! Yo! No, Ashley, don't peek in a private drawer. Happy birthday.
It's a birthday card.
No, that makes it so much sadder. No! I didn't expect this game was gonna make me cry. Why? I am just a big sap. That's what I am. I'm just really emotional.
It's falling apart. Elizabeth has read this over and over again. It must be so precious to her.
Whatever you do, don't accidentally rip this, Ashley. Like, the music box would be one thing, but the music player. She knew where it was the whole dang time. The betrayal. Also, while there were definitely music players back in that time, there weren't any that looked so aesthetic, I think. Just based upon that one clip in the cutscene. No.
Crap. Elizabeth's coming.
No, that's bad.
Elizabeth?
Get out!
What happened?
I said get out!
No.
Let's go, Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you're hurting, but I think they care about you now. Like, I realized that there was a lot of Mean Girl stuff earlier, but, like, she's sympathetic
now.
now.
Major happened?
That doesn't absolve her of any of it, but she sure is
Let's go ask
sympathetic.
Tommy.
That's a thing.
Why did I bring this with me?
See, look at that. It's kind of got like the shape of a shield or an arrowhead, and I don't personally know of any music players that were shaped like that back in the day. Like, as far as I recall, it might be rounded rectangles at the best. But that has more of a... What was it? Like, somewhere between... I guess it's either closer to like a Walkman or a Zune. Pretty sure that's what it was. The Microsoft Zune. Note to self, look that up. But the point is, it doesn't quite look like an iPod. At least not the button layout. This could be just a hybrid of things, you know, legally distinct music player. Wait a minute. Oh, I got off autoplay. I knew something was weird. Okay, we're back on autoplay now. And I think this is the part where I was advised not to talk to anybody because the crane is in the room, but I skipped that by being way too fastidious.
Huh.
The first time around.
Pretty.
But I realize the whole point is basically just explore the whole house before I get kicked out of the house. And because I've done that, I don't need to do that. Okay, so Sophia is not Rex's new... Well, I actually can't even say that yet. We don't know what relation to Sophia he is, other than boss and subordinate, I suppose. But the point is, Kate is Elizabeth's mom, not Sophia. Although I will say Elizabeth like totally ransacked Sophia's style and was like, I'm just gonna take some of this. I'm gonna use you as inspiration because you look like fabulous. Sheesh. I think. I mean, that's just headcanon. They haven't actually said anything like, oh yeah, I'm big friends with Sophia or anything like that. But I would not be at all surprised if Sophia potentially was the one he was interested in. Okay, yes, this is exactly what I have been warned about. And if I hadn't already gone into the living room, if I hadn't already gone into Rex's room and gotten the crane.
Tommy.
This is what I would have been locked into. Well done. Okay, thank you for the warning. I appreciate
we were just
that.
talking about the band, but I'm really sorry, Rex. I didn't see that coming.
I was just on my way out when I heard the yelling.
We're back. Elizabeth kicked us out. Right, Ashley?
Dude, she even kicked you guys out?
What happened? You've got to tell us.
Yeah, I mean, you must have
I
really
just said I
picked
felt
at
like
something.
she was hiding something, and she...
Oh, well, I mean, she was actually hiding something.
Hold up. You said what? What kind of play is that?
Yeah.
If she could tell you, she already would have.
This is true.
You can't just spring that on someone. Jeez.
Ashley, I'm sorry you had to see this.
We're the ones who dropped by unexpectedly.
Having friends visit should be a happy occasion.
Yeah,
Maybe
usually.
she just didn't want company today. We all have days like that.
That's a good perspective. Things sure are tough at your age. I'm trying to meet her halfway.
Oh! Yeah, that was on the, what, the clock tower? No. Okay. Never mind. It's in a flashback. That's what that is. I met you 13 years ago. I just didn't realize it because I was a small child.
I remember those cufflinks. Have I met this guy before?
Ashley?
I'd also like to point
I
out how
came here
well
13 years
Rex's
ago.
shirt goes with his
Do
eyes.
you remember if we met then?
No, we've never met.
Like, I feel
Oh.
like that's some real good
I've known
color
Richard
theory.
for quite some time.
Or, you know, like, fashion
He talks
design.
about you often.
When did you meet?
Whoever designed Rex's character,
Right
good
after
on
he
you.
and
I like
Sayoko
that aesthetic.
graduated.
You knew my mom too?
Yes, back when JC Valley was called MJ Labs. Judd Fitzgerald, the lab director, went on to found JC Valley. We conducted research together for the EC project.
Can we stop abbreviating
So
everything?
Elizabeth's dad knew my mom.
Ashley?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Sorry to bore you with my old stories. What's Richard up to? Is he waiting for you back at his place?
Nah, he got a call from the lab.
He went to JC Valley?
Yeah, he said there was some kind of system trouble.
More trouble. I'll have to go check on things later.
I'm a big sucker for three-piece suits, not
Hey
gonna
guys,
lie.
I think we worn out our welcome. Let's head out.
No kidding. It'll take Elizabeth a while to cool down. See you later.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Of course. I hope to see you again soon.
You think Elizabeth's gonna be okay?
Probably.
Sorry we brought you into that.
But she's
I
gonna
don't think
freak
it helped
out
much.
when she realizes that the music player is
I'm
gone.
glad we had the backup. Thanks.
And she is going to
Later,
realize
Ashley.
that the music player is gone.
Open the door!
Oh no.
Leave me alone!
We're worried about you. Don't you get that, Lizzie?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the yelling because
Don't
I'm
call
worried
me
at you.
Lizzie. Only Mom gets to call me that.
They're back at it.
This is gonna take a while.
Uh,
Eventually they'll calm down and she'll send me some angry texts.
family dynamics are difficult.
Want to kill time at Bob's while you wait for those texts?
Sure.
Is that a typical father-daughter fight? Pretty intense.
Thank you. Yes, this is also in my brain. Yes.
Oh no, the music player.
Yes, thank you.
I think they said they were going to Bob's. I'll catch up with them there.
You know, it's kind of funny. I just realized that subconsciously, I've basically been tracking all of the plot points much in the same way that I keep track of braces when I nest code. That is to say, you know, at this point we have, 3 or 4 open braces, and, you know, we're for want of at least that many closing braces. And I realize that it's not a one-to-one representation because obviously, like I said, nesting means that you can have different levels of nesting, and I don't need to explain how code works. But the thing is, I'm basically just keeping track of, yes, this plot point is open, this plot point is open, this plot point is open. And we, just as we close things out, I'm just kind of closing the curly brace. Heck, that's also a very language-specific thing. Like, it's just because when I was software developer by career, it was predominantly, like, C# and then later Java. So, those are all languages that use braces for syntax. And, even AP Comp Sci was also Java back in the day. And some of the Intro to Comp Sci classes that I had to take, well, not even Intro to Comp Sci, because obviously the AP credit waived that, but like Comp Sci 102, more or less. The second entry course in Comp Sci. Those were all in C++, which, very similar look as Java, but obviously, you have to do your own garbage collection and the like, which I kind of liked. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. I have lost all thoughts, and I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I know Matthew is still the dangling plot point, so I'm going to assume that's him. But by the same token, I also want to go see if I can go... Where are we looking? Where are we looking? I need to find the diner again. I'm bad at orienteering in video games, and only in video games. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna see if maybe I can go pick up some of those cans that I missed. And if not, I'm gonna cut again, and then go back to the actual main story. And of course, if we get Waldorite here, we're gonna get Waldorite here. We get Waldorite here. Okay, so we need to go follow Tommy and Janet, who have gone in a direction that I don't know where because I was monologuing. You sly game, you caught me monologuing. I'm gonna redo that in post, potentially, to make it sound more like Syndrome, but they got me monologuing. That's the point. That's the joke. Hold on. Also, yeah, okay, check that out. Camera is blue now. That makes me think green is, like, actively watching, blue is passively watching. So it's really freaky that the stoplight, or not the stoplight, the security camera turned green when I walked by it. Unless, there's a little... I cannot talk. Unless there's a literal ghost in the machine kind of dealio. That is the house from whence we came. Yes, that is the house from whence we came. And did they go to the lab? That doesn't seem right. They probably went down the path, but I'm still going to wander over here because I haven't wandered over here in a bit.
Ah.
Monument. Is that really what you'd call that? Maybe it is. No. See, that's the one thing I hate about autoplay, is that for things like this that don't actually have dialogue, Who can? Wrong button. Other wrong button. I need to remember that right trigger is the trigger for run. I'll turn in that probably later, especially if I have to go down the other path, but actually, hold on. Will you let me... No, you won't let me go there. Yes. And now I am actually going to intentionally push the map button because I want to see... Interesting. I don't remember if this gate was here in the original. It probably was. But I do remember JC Valley having an entrance that was perpendicular to the shoreline and that it's kind of mostly underwater, I think. I've also just suddenly had a strong craving for lemons. Or lemon sweets. And I don't know why. On the plus side, I think we have some downstairs. Either that or we ate them all the other day. Alright, now I'm going to be careful here, because even though I think I got most, if not all of the cans in this area, there's a non-zero chance there are more. Like, I don't think they'd just add more as the game goes on. I think there are a fixed number of cans that are always there, and it's just what part of the story you're in that gates whether or not you have gotten that can. And as a result, I am reasonably sure I've already gotten the ones that I can get in this zone. But I need to confirm that. I need to just wander around a little bit, make sure that I'm not missing stuff. Because like I said, much like the house, where I approached it before I expected to be able to approach it, I want to ensure that I do not miss as much as I have been. The problem with this approach is, how much am I going to have to do in editing? Yes, that is truly the problem. Now, I think there's supposed to be a can by the shoreline, and I may have already gotten it. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones I already noticed, but if not, I'm just going to really slowly, well, relatively slowly, scan this shoreline and make sure that I haven't really missed anything. I don't think there's anything in the water either. Yeah, so it's not a case of they, like, are explicitly hiding these per se. They are in places that are at least somewhat trafficked, I think. Although, granted, the one over by the JC Valley Gate is in a weird place. Like, it was way over on the side of the road. And I mean, I suppose you could throw it out as you were driving by in a car or something. Aha! Aha ha 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 ha! There we go. That's the ticket. So I didn't get this one. And if I missed that one, are there more on the shoreline? And moreover, where did the other two go? See, this is the problem with me splitting my attention. Sometimes the part of the attention that I'm supposed to split, it just sort of trails off, and that thread, like, just doesn't resume. It's like, you know, mental task scheduler has failed kind of deal. Can I go back in here? Oh, did I even go in here in the first place? No. Also, once more with the mines. Okay, at this point they are just letting me free roam, so I'm gonna cut to whenever I actually find people and or cans. I guess while I'm here I might as well hit up the can recycler. Even if I just know that I'm only going to get gumballs for, you know, a while. Yep. Yep. Okay, I can actually go through. Yes, very good. Now, did they go to the guest house? Did they go back to the diner? I'm going to be really disappointed in myself if they went back to the diner, but on the plus side, we did find 2 cans in our excursion. Yet another blue jay. Actually, hold on. This is much closer than the other blue jay. I want to take a picture of that because it's like right freaking here. I'm going to fill up my camera with things that you don't actually need, you know, things without plot relevance, but, I mean, you don't just see a specimen that gorgeous and not take a picture. Okay. I was wondering how close I could get without scaring it off. Alright, now did they go into the guest house? First off, is there anything outside of the guest house that I missed? Nothing over there. I am sure the game will say no if I can't actually go in here right now. Okay, I'm positive they won't have put any... Yeah, they won't have put any used cans inside, so... There's a very... Probably could go in. Okay, so I can't go back there. Yeah, they probably just went to the diner. They probably went back to the diner, and I'm just a massive spoon, and most of this is going to get edited out anyway, but, you know, I might just do, like, a clip of where I do the funnier bits, like this. Yep, they are totally here. And we are totally going to put some coins in the gumball machine. You know, with how they made us turn the screwdriver multiple times, you would almost think that they would have you push the button multiple times to rotate the ball. Or rotate the switch, whatever. Okay, we've got a veritable spectrum of bubblegum. I wonder... Oh. There's literally nothing special about this gumball. You know, I will say that I noticed, you know, you can obviously kind of see the triangles there. Like, you can kind of count the polygons, but they also did it in such a way that it's not... like, intentionally a perfect sphere. Like, it looked like some of the gumballs actually had a decidedly uneven vibe to it. Like, they took a sphere and then distorted some of the vertices to make it look just a little less regular.
He's probably using the computer at
Like,
my
it's
dad's
still
cottage.
smooth, it's just not a perfect ball.
Ah, a gamer, huh? Yeah, I guess...
Which, I mean,
computer
hey,
games are
attention
more
to
fun than
detail,
a
I like
diner.
that.
But if you wave a fresh salmon rice burger out the window,
I also approve that the characters have the
bet
most
he'd float over on the
polygons,
scent alone.
because they're kind of the
If you
focus
like
of the
that
entire
much, do you?
game, and you don't want to be wasting system
Yeah,
resources
he's
on
totally in
that.
love
This
with
is me
those
just
sandwiches.
praising development techniques.
How old is he anyway?
Like, I'm not actually in game dev, but I can
He's 13.
appreciate this as a software
Don't say.
developer and consummate media
good info.
enjoyer. The word of
Huh?
this part
What
of
do
the
you mean,
episode is
good info?
consummate.
Big news.
Consummate.
My salmon rice burger is a hit with the 13-year-old boy demographic. That's valuable marketing data.
Is it? You have sample size of 1, my guy. That's...
Consumer research is important in my
You
line of
can't
work.
draw any statistical inferences from
And
that.
that's some key info, let me tell you.
You need to aggregate that
Is
conclusion.
that so?
Well, okay, aggregate. You need to
Absolutely.
aggregate
Means the
that
salmon rice
conclusion.
burger
Like, that's the
has broad
verb.
appeal.
Aggregate is the noun indicative
That settles
of
it.
the result of the
That's
aggregation.
the push I needed to start my new business.
No. Please don't tell me you're going to make a new business based upon the decision of one person.
A new business.
Well, okay, one person besides yourself.
Selling my famous salmon rice burgers online.
Okay, that's actually a
An
solid...
online burger
Is it a
shop?
solid idea?
That's right, miss.
You know, chat, I have
Hungry
never
folks the world
ordered
over will
any
love my
kind of,
salmon
like,
rice burgers.
refrigerated food that you
What
have to
better way to
cook
deliver them to the
online
masses?
necessarily. I mean, outside of the stuff that you
That's
would
so
find in a
cool,
supermarket
but
anyway.
Can you ship them?
But
You bet.
tell
They don't
me
lose flavor when
if you happen to
frozen.
have any experience with that
Just
more
toss them
sort
in the
of
microwave and enjoy whenever.
bespoke, exactly. Throw it in a microwave and
That
enjoy it
sounds like a
whenever.
great plan.
Foods from specific restaurants. Because
Exactly.
I don't think
This is a
I've
big
ever
day.
personally done that.
I'm committed. No more excuses.
And I also don't know if this was really more of a thing in 2007. Like, I think that might be playing up online culture just a little too much. Like, I checked my emails the other day, and I realized that I had some from old YouTube. Like, old YouTube. And I could see that, you know, the interface was completely different, or, you know, the previews of that interface was completely different. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if you had to share videos by sending them via email, or if that's just what I was doing at the time. But let me tell you, that was a blast from the
I
past
can't
that I
believe
was
it was
not
inside the music
expecting.
box.
Sorry.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely has a motive
I'm
for
glad you
that.
found it.
You guys can unpack
just
that as
doesn't make
friendos.
sense.
Why would she hide it?
I haven't seen Elizabeth cry like that in a long time. Tommy, what did you say to her?
What did I say? I didn't think she'd start crying. And that's not all. You should have heard her. I kept asking why she wasn't coming to practice. And she started spouting off some nonsense. Said she didn't feel like it, that she didn't have any fun singing.
A total lie, obviously.
Well, I mean,
Elizabeth loves singing more than anything.
see, that's the thing.
Yeah, it was so clearly untrue, you know? It made me so mad. I started yelling. I told her to tell the truth.
But
District Attorney Tommy here to get to the bottom of things.
it could be indicative of something deeper
She got so
psychologically.
upset, she started to cry. Guess what she said next? She said that I shouldn't force myself to hang out with her. That she knows the truth and everyone is laughing at her.
What now?
Seems like she's got it in her head that she's a bad singer.
Oh, okay, it's the imposter syndrome. Okay.
Say what? Where is that coming from?
Right? It's so wrong, it's almost funny.
Please tell me you didn't laugh.
Whoa, you think I'd laugh when a friend's that upset? I told her she was off base, but she didn't listen. Her confidence is totally gone. She just started crying.
Unbelievable.
That's how it all went down.
Okay, so before I pick these dialogue choices, which will probably end out the session at the end of this cutscene, but what I mean is that in some cases, it's really easy to convince yourself that you do like doing something that you actually don't. And so you can kind of put on this facade or mask around people and even yourself that says, oh yeah, I love this thing, and freaking hate it. And then at some point in time down the road when you realize that, or you try to come to terms with that, that's how you could potentially genuinely appear to love singing, but then realize, no, I actually hate it. But in this case, it averted my expectations because it's probably a result of the imposter syndrome that we're going to get from the bad singer route. Or at least that combined with some other factor that we're not aware of, likely due to the mom and dad divorcing. The point is, I'm playing armchair psychologist, and I probably shouldn't, given that I got my cognitive science degree in 2013. So.
Elizabeth loves singing that much?
Yeah. Ever since she was little. I have this memory from when we were really young. She was listening to her mom's music box and humming along. She looked so happy. Sometimes she still does it. And when she does, she looks exactly like when she was a kid. Elizabeth hates people seeing her like that.
I get that.
Like, she loves music. But her mom's singing is special to her.
There was... She said something else.
Ooh, yeah, here we go, the catalyst.
She said she'd never be able to sing like her mother.
Oh, okay, the bad singer thing, the imposter syndrome. Yeah. The self-doubt. But there might be something else at play, like why is she thinking about this right now? And part of me thinks that if Princess is back, maybe her mom is secretly back too? And so she might... Or maybe she even just saw Princess, and now she's thinking about her mom and reminiscing and going, wow, I just don't hold a candle to my mom, which could be, again, some negative self-talk. And like I said earlier, I think, I don't know if I've actually kept it in or not, but like I said a couple of things that I was like, I really need to examine my relationship with negative self-talk, and maybe consider doing something about that. But that's something that I need to unpack, and we're here to unpack stuff in the game.
She's not actually a bad singer, right?
No, not at all. She has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, She has such a unique sound. It's really cool.
I don't think we've heard her
But she's
sing
convinced she's no good?
yet, though.
It's super weird.
For real. Totally strange.
Yeah, so that means there was a catalyst. Come on, guys, let's get to the catalyst.
What are we gonna do? We've got to submit our song to the contest. But we can't without a singer.
Should we just give up?
Don't make me stand
No
in.
way. We're entering no matter what.
Ashley's a guitarist
Then
anyway.
we've got to get her to practice. She messaged you yet?
We don't know if Ashley can sing.
Not yet. Which means she won't pick up if we call.
Your song is on this, right?
Yep. Give it a listen.
Okay.
What'd you think?
Okay, there's
That's
gonna
not
be...
bad. Actually, I really like it.
Like, that is a very
right?
sort of clever application of
Rad.
diegetic sound,
Elizabeth's
by
voice
which,
isn't what I
I
expected.
mean, there was no sound.
Right?
She was using earbuds,
She's like a different person when
and so
she
we
sings.
couldn't actually hear it as the third-person
Totally
observer.
different. It's unreal. I've never heard a voice like that before.
There's something about it. It resonates.
But that also
Like you
means...
feel it in your heart.
And this is probably another intentional game design
Exactly.
choice. But that also means that we're not going to probably hear it unless and until they play it live again.
Bob's Food Hut.
Or that was just
Absolutely.
a fun
Usual?
way to
You
waive
got it. Delivery
needing to
incoming.
compose a song. And I don't think they would do that. So,
Hey kids, I'm heading out for a minute. Watch the diner for me.
I mean, heck,
Prob, Bob.
they had this guy sing the Lake Juliet theme song. And that was inspired decision.
Unreliable bunch, the lot of them.
I've got to go. Matthew's waiting at my dad's place.
Don't worry. We'll handle the music player situation.
So there is actually a decent chance we get to hear
Sorry
that
for
song
dragging
later,
you into
but I
this.
hate that we didn't get a sample just now.
See you later.
But also, that is
See
a
ya.
technique to build anticipation, so I can appreciate why they did it. I just don't like it. I know when I'm being psychologically manipulated for the most part. Okay, and at this point, we are well into session 2, if not potentially even session 3. So I think that's a good place to call a session, I think. Even with the cuts, I think we'll have 2 decently length parts to this session. So I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell to be notified. And as always, I'm looking forward to your feedback in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I will catch you on the flip side.